What's happening, fellas? Crazy Brit here, ready for some more Infinity GT Manufacture Series action. This time we are with Season 8 of the Championship, and I will be here for the endurance of the Championship. Starting here with round 1 from Deep Forest. Now the rules, we've had to go back to pretty much the basic core of the Championship. So we've got 50-minute race, 10-minute qualifying. There's 3 compounds of tyres, the soft, medium, hards. You can use any 2, so basically F1 rules, as long as you do the minimum of 3 laps on each tyre of the 2 selected that you've chosen. If it's a wet race, then that doesn't matter. The rules won't apply to that race. So let's see who's lined up on the grid of the first race of Season 8. So we've got Phil. He's on the racing softs in the first of the Subarus. I think only Subaru today. Second is Wayne, new person, new driver to the League 2 of the Infinity Series. He's in the Supra and he's starting on the softs. His teammate, Faithful Seymour, Tino, he's starting on the Supra on the soft tyres as well. Then we've got Brucey, he's in that lovely Sylvia. Number 24, he's on the soft tyres as well. Then next up is Ice Chand, starting on the softs in the Corvette. Then we have Scott on the racing mediums, and he's starting in the Toyota 86. Lovely little logo on the back I see there as well. Great support for the channel, thank you for that. Then we have Miguel, he's starting in the Ferrari on the racing mediums as well. Then MacGyver, he's in the next Toyota 86 and he's starting on the mediums. Then we have Mutt, also known as Mark Schumacher apparently now, he's on the mediums. Then we have Bruce's teammate in the other Sylvia. Lovely inverted colours on the Sylvia there. He's starting on the medium tyres. And then Surfer, he's on the mediums in the other vet. So let's get to starting this race and see how they get to turn 1. So we've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are go for the first race of the Infinity GT Manufacture Series League 2. Phil gets a blinding start of the grid there with that super acceleration. Gets around the first turn, he remains in first. We've got Ice Chan, Faithful Seymour and Wayne, all 3 wide the rest. 3 in a bed. There's a Sylvia. He's trying to capitalise on any mistakes by his guys, but getting through the first couple of turns cleanly. Go down the field. Miguel's up into 6th, Schumacher into 7th. Scott down to 8th, unfortunately. The 86 doesn't get the best of starts. MacGyver in 9th, got a few tossing and throwing coming down through the tunnel. Cole Trickle still in 10th. Then Surfer down the back of the grid in 11th. Back up the front, Phil Steele leading the way as we're coming now down the long straight. A couple of twisty, gentle turns from here through the tunnel. Faithful Seymour now up into 2nd, followed by Wayne and Ice Chan in 4th. Let's go see how they get through the hairpin for the first time. There's Phil going through, we've got side-by-side action. There's someone going off in the background there. Everyone's clear and gets through there. So they come down to complete lap 1. Phil's got a sizable gap now to the rest of the field. Faithful Seymour still in 2nd place, chasing down Ice Chan and Wayne now following 3rd and 4th. Then we've got Brucey. He may be coming under fire from Miguel in the Ferrari. He's on the medium tyres, so they should be able to pull away from him. Okay, a little bit of glitching there from Miguel, but nothing to worry about. Mark Schumacher now, he's in 7th, followed by Scott in 8th. Cole Trickle now to 9th, doing well on those medium tyres. Diver down to 10th now, followed by the Surfer in 11th place. A little bit sketchy through those tight corners. You've got to watch those little curbs on the inside, those little rumble Cole Trickle's got a second penalty, followed by Phil, who's got a half a second penalty, and Faith Zemo's got a second penalty as well. So they're going to have to serve these penalties at the penalty line, which is coming up now into the tunnel. So we've got Phil leading the way still. Faith Zemo in second place. This should give Ice Chan the first place position as they come out of the penalty zone. There they are on the left hand side off the racing line. Slowing down, Phil managed to retain the first place, but Tino loses that third place to Ice Chan. Chan now in second still. Oh, line astern, following each other. Oh, we got a car off in the last corner. Oh, Surfer must have outbraked himself. Forgot to put the anchor out. It must have dinged into the wall as well. He's got damage. That's going to hamper his progress in this race. Very unfortunate for Surfer. Nice to see him return from it as well. But now we get up to the first turn, and then we've got Phil coming under fire from Ash Chan. Gets the brakes wrong. Oh, gets it wide. Very nice save that car there. Back end was trying to come round and say hello to him, but he managed to save it. But now he's lost that first position to Chan, so Chan now is in first. Yeah, if you're too hard on the brakes on the Subaru, it snatches the rear brakes and tries to swap ends, but he managed to hold it. So now we're on lap 3. Coming now through this little twisted section. Oh, he gets it wrong again, sliding out. That's not going to help his tyres. Faith Zemo gets past. Now coming up the hill. I think there's a little ding on the wall there, but nothing, no damage or anything. Now he's coming to fire from Wayne, but he's trying to mount a charge onto Famous Zemo again. They're side by side, we're coming through the tunnel. 4 cars lined astern, 4 in a bed. All under a blanket. Does he get any moves into the hairpin? You see Brucey there lurking back. Oh, he gets the last hairpin a little bit wrong there. There's Brucey side by side now with Wayne. It's going to be tricky. They're side by side coming for the last corner. This fast left kink. Wayne managed to get ahead of Brucey then, so line astern again, side by side for Famous Zemo and Phil. Zemo gets the inside line then on Phil. Managed to all fit together as we go, but here's Phil trying to mount a charge. This is going to be tricky through these little chicanes, CDSs. Side by side. Tino managed to get just in front. First hectic couple of laps then on these from these cars. Ice Chan now is making a break for it, but he's not getting much ground on the cars because here they come again. Now down onto a tight left-hander. You can use all the runoff area on this wall. As long as you don't touch the wall, you can use it. So now we're heading down through the tunnel again. 5 cars battle for the lead. See Bruce is still lurking there in 5th place. Coming through the tunnel then. Down to the hairpin, and is anyone going to make a move? Phil's on the inside of Emo. Is he getting... Oh, there's a little bit of a touch there from teammates, but nothing untoward. That's going to let Brucey get the momentum on the lane. Is he going to be able to mount a charge into the last final corner? Let's see. He's on the inside, too wide. Down the main straight, over the hill. Coming down now, I think he's got the ground. No, here comes Wayne again. Can he get the inside on him? Oh, it's very close. He gets a little bit of tap there. Gets him sent wide onto the exit. But Wayne manages to keep the place. Still in 4th place. Brucey now getting a little bit aggravated, wants to try and get past, but he's just going to sit there in 5th place, follow these guys around. There's Wayne with a 2nd penalty, so he's definitely going to get the place now on Wayne. Now he's definitely going to get 4th place after the penalty zone. Let's go down the field. So we've got Schumacher in 6th place, then managed to get past Miguel in 7th. Followed by Cole Trickle doing well on those medium tyres on the Sylvia. He's in 8th place, followed by MacGyver in 9th. Scott now down in 10th, he must have had a little bit of an issue. And Surfer still in last place, now half a second penalty. He's got to try and not settle down and get some laps together, try and catch this pack up. Back up the front though, he goes to the hairpin. There's Ice Chan, a little bit shallow on that hairpin there, gets the turn in. So we've got Faithful Seymour in second, third is Phil in Subaru, Brucey and Sylvia in fourth. He's managed to get past Wayne because Wayne saved his penalty. He's got a sizable gap now. Because where the penalty zone is, if you've got a second, you lose about 2 seconds to 3 seconds off the pace because of the loss of momentum. But it's not too bad because it's near the hairpin, so you don't lose too much ground. So back up to the front, and we've got Faithful Seymour leading the way. He's managed to get past Ice Chan. Little bit of a glitching here and there, but nothing too bad, not too bad of a like. Now he's setting the purple sector in the first sector, then Ice Chan now following him. Trying to mount any type of charge, but we've seen his soft tyres on the front tyres, they are done. He's going to have to come in the next couple of laps. We're only on lap 6, not even 10 minutes into the race yet. Phil still following him third, his tyres don't look too great either. Same with Faithful Seymour's. Bruce's, on the other hand, they look superb. After 6 laps, nothing even touched him yet. Wayne's is pretty similar to Faithful Seymour's. He might be able to go possibly a lap extra than his teammate, maybe. We'll have to see how it pans out. As we'll go through the hairpin. Ice Chan now has lost second place. Phil managed to get past him then on the hairpin. Sorry we missed that. So as we go down now through the left kink, over the crest, coming down the main straight, down to the first turn. Let's see if Ice Chan can make another move onto Phil, or is he going to fall victim to the Sylvia right behind him. They're all line astern, follow the leader as they come now up the hill, through the S's. Very close, very, very fast through this section. Down to the braking zone for the left-hander before the little tunnel, then another left-hander. You've got to be careful, you've got to manage to speed around this corner through the tunnel. Another little tunnel now through the little S's, then through the left kink. Don't have to have much braking through this corner. Now onto the left-hander. Watch the wall on the exit. You can use the exit curb. And Brucey looks like he's got the momentum out of that corner. He's now up side by side with Ice Chan. Is he going to be able to get anything? He's passed him already. So Brucey then on the mounting a charge now. After a few laps of following everyone, he's now mounting a charge. He's got the momentum. He's followed by Ice Chan. Now Ice Chan may be looking for a pass on the hairpin, but he doesn't get it. Just having a look. Making himself big in Bruce's mirrors. So Brucey then following Phil down to the last turn. Ice Chan in the pits then, he's going to make an early stop from those soft tyres. And rightly so, those soft tyres are done. So we've got Brucey now, Wayne in 4th place. He's got a bit of a gap to the top 3, but still following. Let's back up here. Can Brucey mount a charge onto Phil in the first turn? He looks. Doesn't get on the inside, just lifts off, follows him through. And we've got Faithful Seymour now leading the way. Cole Trickle now up into 5th. So he's got past Miguel. Miguel now gets a little bit of a grass action, but managed to keep it there. Malt Shulkin now down into 7th place. Just following through. His racing mediums don't look too bad. The right's taking a little bit more tyre wear than the rest of it. MacGyver in 8th place is doing a solid job just following these guys. The plucky little Toyota. Same with Scott. He's trying to catch up these guys after whatever happened. Ice Chan now down into 10th after the pit stop. Now on the racing mediums, and Surfer down in 11th still. Still trying to make up ground to the rest of the field. So back up to the top then. We go Faith Seymour. We're on lap 8. Towards the end of lap 8, sorry. This race should be around 32 laps-ish. 31, 32 laps. And he's coming into the pits now. Oh no, he's not, sorry. Just decided to cut the corner a little bit. Still leading away. He's going to come across the line and start lap 9. We've got Phil and Brucey still together again. Phil sets the fastest new lap, 1:33.4. Can Brucey do anything? Can he get around this car? He's going to get the momentum off this corner. He doesn't. Phil's got too much acceleration, so Brucey's just going to have to follow for the minute. All while Wayne is catching these guys up, corner by corner, just concentrating, trying to get those cars to appear bigger. Miguel, oh, we got some side-by-side action down the field. Miguel and Cole Trickle side-by-side. Oh, Cole Trickle gets out on the rumble strips on the exit there. Oh, and he's in the wall. That's very unfortunate for Cole Trickle. I think there's some nudging and stuff going on with Miguel's car, so just very unfortunate for Cole there. But Schumacher now back up into 6. MacGyver up into 7th and Trickle down to 8th. We've got a little bit of damage there, a bit of aero, but nothing too bad there. So we've got Scott now in the 9th. He's now seeing the rest of the pack. Managed to close that gap up to these guys now. Chan now down 10th still, and 11th is Surfer still. So back up to the top then, we've got Faithful Seymour in first. Phil is going into the pits. His soft tyres are done, so that allows Brucey up into 2nd. Still going with those soft tyres. Not even halfway on the way yet. So that puts Wayne up into 3rd. So let's look at these tyres. So yeah, for Seymour, I think he's going to have to pit on this lap for a new set of boots. Brucey can go decent amount, a few more laps. I'd say probably about 5 or 6 maybe laps to go for him. Wayne likewise, he might be able to go a lap extra than his teammate, but he will be in the pit shortly. Miguel, he's leading this second train now in 4th place in the Ferrari. On those medium tyres, he can go super long way from where we are now. Schumacher, he should be able to get a few more laps out of those medium tyres, significantly more amount of wear than the Ferrari driver. Trickle, he's doing well on his tyres, he's on the medium tyres, nothing to worry about for him as of yet, in 6th place. Managed to get past the MacGyver, who's got a half a second penalty now, so he's going to lose a bit of ground, maybe lose a place to his teammate who's in 8th place. He's pretty close to him now. He's done a good job of catching up to these guys and getting ground on them. Let's see if he can pass his teammate through the tunnel section. So he doesn't really get a place from his teammate, but he's right on the back of him now. And Emo's into the pits then. Comes in the pits from 1st. Yep, definitely got to change the soft tyres. So now we've got a new leader, Brucey, up into the lead after following the first couple of guys. 4 guys in the lead. All of them have pitted one by one, and he's just in 1st now. Just managing those soft tyres. Let's see how far we can go and how much of a gap we can get to Tino. Can he get the overcut? Or will Tino get the undercut? Wayne in 2nd place, he's probably going to have to come in the pits now from those soft tyres. So from the soft tyres, only 2 people left on the track who have not pitted yet. Miguel still doing a grand job in these medium tyres, he's now in 3rd place. Schumacher in 4th, he's on the medium tyres still as well. Trickle's got a 2nd penalty now, unfortunate for him, but he's still doing good on those medium tyres in 5th place. Then we've got Scott, he's now in 6th place, but he's got a 2nd penalty, so he's done all that hard work, and now he's going to lose ground to his teammate. So these probably two positions will probably swap round in this tunnel. Scott with the penalty. He's in the middle of the track, not really onto the left side, but he does a good job, and MacGyver gets the place back, so position swap. There's Wayne going into the pits from second on those soft tyres. So we've got Phil in 8th place. Oh, he loses the back end. Oh, that's a shame for Phil. Just loses it off the curb. Fairfax email Gale's past, and Chand is probably going to get the position now as well. Yep, there's Chand going past. Very unfortunate for Phil there. He's got damage as well, dinked the wall. Not great, not what he wanted. Wayne is now going to come out of the pits in 8th place, so he beats Chand out the pits, but Chand is fast approaching. It's going to be close on the first turn. Doesn't quite get there, so he beat Chand out the pits from that early pit stop. Fresher tyres as well. Phil now down into 10th place, and Surfer still at the back, unfortunately. No, he's not pitting, but didn't really gain much ground for the pit stop phase. Brucey's still leading the way. I think if he doesn't pit this lap, I'm going to do an on-board lap with him. Soft tyres still look great. Coming through the right kink, now down the hill to the left kink. Some action, but let's do an onboard lap with Brucey then. So coming down the straight, gets up into 6th gear, down the hill, into the braking section, brakes a little bit early. Through the long left-hander. Now through up the hill, through the left and the right of the S's. You've got to be careful around here. Just lifts off the gas round there. Now into the left, lifts off the gap again, a little bit of braking here as well, through the right-hander, through the tunnel. He's a second, 10th up, sorry, on his time. You've got to go around the long right-hander, just lifts off the throttle, through the tunnel again. Now you've got the left kink, forward into the right kink. What does he do here? A little bit of braking, touches the brake for a safety brake. Now down over the bridge into the left-hander. Again, not a lot of braking involved on this track through most of these corners, apart from the hairpin. So you come through now through the Auckland tunnel, a little bit of a breather, then we're into the tunnel again. There's the penalty zone. Getting up to 140 down the straight. 140 lifts off coast just to save a bit of fuel, down into the braking, through the hairpin, gets on the exit. Through the right kink, gets on the gravel a little bit there, nothing, not going to really dirt the tyres there. Through the left kink, keep it square to the wall. Down the main straight now, he's going to reach 150 over the line, so 134.0, and that's a lap with Brucey. So great job, he's got a sizable gap now to the rest of the field, but dropped down to second. Miguel is in second. Through the last corner, doing a great job on those main tyres, still going strong. There's Mark Schumacher, he's suffering now with his main tyres, the right front, he's not looking too healthy. He'll have to come in the pits either this lap or next lap. Cole Trickle now up into 4th then, because the pit stops, he's doing well as well. He's on the main tyres, still got a lot of life left, Scott now up into 5th. Followed by his teammate in 6th, so the two Toyotas line astern, just following each other around, getting those laps locked in. Those tyres don't look too bad either. The Toyota does have pretty good tyre wear. Just doesn't have the beans to keep up with the other top cars. Emo's now in 7th. He's chasing down these guys, so he come out the pits and now in 7th. On the main tyres as well, just trying to get his head down, get these laps locked in and try and close the gap to the leader for when he pits in. Wayne likewise, he's in 8th place, a little bit of a gap between him and his teammate, but he's managing to break away a little bit from Chand as well now. He's on those wins, but again he's got pitted super early, so Wayne's got more tyre life on his tyres. Phil down in 10th must have got a penalty before the penalty line, so he's going to have to save it on this next lap. But he's trying to make something happen now as well for his... gets a little bit more wrong on those curves again. Didn't spin this time though, so just going to keep on plugging away and getting his laps in. Surfing 11th, still struggling a little bit. Down in 11th. Shout out to Surfer though, he's been away from racing for quite a few months. So back into it, back into frying pan number 33. Back up to the front then. Brucey still leading the way. Those soft tyres are starting to wear a little bit now. I think he probably have to come in this lap or the next lap, but it's definitely going to be close between him and Fairfasimo where he comes out in the pits. Still doing consistent laps. Pretty nice livery as well on that number 24 Infinity decals we are driven. Coming from the last corner now, up the crest, down the straight finish, to complete another lap. So he's on to lap 16 now, so I'd definitely say he's probably going to have to come into the pits this lap. Look at those soft tyres, but superb job. 16 laps on the soft tyres so far. So Miguel in second then. Still on those medium tyres. Still doing a great job in second. As you see, Mark Schumacher in the pits now on those medium tyres, so he's activated. Cole Trickle in third place. Doing a grand old job. Coming through the first turn now. Very comparable tyre wear between the Ferrari and the Silvia. Silvia's got a little bit more life left in than the Ferrari, but very comparable between the two. Gets a little bit wrong on there. Is that going to be a track limits penalty for him? Going wide on that turn. Doesn't look like it is. So Scott, likewise with the medium tyres, he's doing a great job as well. He's broken away now from his teammate. So can he secure fourth place? That's the answer. I mean, we're almost halfway into the race. MacGyver, he's doing a great job as well in fifth place on those medium tyres still. There's Brucey into the pit. So 16 laps on the softs. Absolute superb job from the Brit there. So let's see where Miguel. He's now coming to the last few corners. Doesn't decide to pit yet. Just cuts the corner, he goes through, so he's going to be the new leader. There he is, new leader, Miguel. Cole Trickle now moves up into second place. Scott comes up round the corner, he's into third. Fourth is MacGyver. Emo is fifth. Bruce is coming out the pits now. This is going to be close. Where does he come out? There's a Toyota of Scott going through, and he comes out in fourth place, so he beats MacGyver and Fairfasimo out the pits then. So he gets the overcut working superbly well, and so Imo's going to have to do some catching up now. We're going to have to get these laps, get past this Toyota. It looks like it's holding him up a little bit. Obviously the Supra's got more straight line speed than the Toyota, nearly into the back of him there. Can he get past him at all? He's probably going to have to get past him on this next straight. Just following now around the corner, through the left-hander, over the bridge, now up the hill, through the tunnel. Is he going to be able to get the drive? He is, side by side with him. Surely he's going to get the top end. Very well done by MacGyver though for lasting this long and keeping him at bay. There's Emo. They're still side by side-ish. I think Emo's just got the he's just car length ahead of him. Gets into the hairpin, gets him done. So now Emo's going to have to concentrate and get those laps together and try and catch Brucey. He's pretty much racing him for the win. these few guys at the top will pit. Miguel's probably going to have to come in next lap or lap after. Same with Trickle then. Likewise with Scott. So all these three guys will have to pit at some point. Brucey now trying to charging on the fresh mediums. Should be good for the end of the race. There's only about 22 and some minutes to go, so Trevor Seymour still trying to mount charges, getting closer and closer to Brucey. MacGyver now down to 6. He's going to have to come in the pits likewise as well, and probably this next lap. Wayne into 7th, so he's making progress on those medium tyres after his pit stop. Einstein down into 8th as well. He might have to come in the pits again, looking at those tyres. Obviously made that early pit stop, so 2-stop strategy for Mr. Chand. Phil, not sure whether he can make it on those medium tyres. It's going to be very close to the end. Schumacher's on the hards, so not great tyre wear then from the Nissan GTR. Surfer, he's going to have to come in the pits soon as well. He's struggling on those medium tyres now, getting to the end of the life. But back up to the lead then. Miguel goes through for another lap onto lap 19. So does Trickle, so does Scott. There's Brucey getting closer, and there's Seymour behind him. He's getting closer as well. So all pretty much status quo between these few guys now. Pretty much for the whole field, really. There's nothing really going on. So I'll take this time to mention my fellow commentators. So League 1, check out CJW Racing. Chris Walls doing the commentary for League 1. The Alien League, and also Idle4 Gaming, Darren Baldwin, he's doing League 3 commentary for this season. So check them out on YouTube, like, subscribe to them, and also if you like the commentary on this league, give me a like, subscribe, and we'll hope for more action this season. Pretty decent race so far for the first race. No major issues or chaos. So very weird to have no issues. Normally some sort of issues for someone, some crashes or anything, but not really anything untoward going on. So great job, guys. Also check out Infinity Decals is the sponsor of this event, Dave Robinson. Also check out We Are Driven, that's the charity sponsor for this championship as well. Do a great job for supporting charities, so check them out on Facebook, Instagram I believe as well. Anyway, back up into the race. So Scott has pitted, that's allowed Brucey now back up into 3rd, so he's the first of the medium tyres to pit. Further Seymour chasing him down still in 4th place. Getting really close between these two now. Obviously, as you know, like I said, this is going to be the race for 1st and 2nd, so definitely one to watch. So MacGyver still going on those medium tyres. He's going to have to pit on this lap, definitely. So he's going to lose 5th place. There's Wayne behind him. He's on the charge now. He's surely going to be able to get him in time before the end of this lap. Chand in 7th, he's still not pitted yet on those medium tyres. Phil still leading the charge as well, trying to catch up to Chand. Surely he knows that Chand is on 1 tyres. If they can catch up to him through the corners and make ground on him. Scott now down to 9th. After that pit stop, he's on the soft tyres. Schumacher doing a sterling job on those hard tyres. Fueled and got tyres at the end. There's Trickle in the pits, so he's coming the pits then. From 2nd place, Miguel still going. Miguel going for another lap. His fuel is low and the tyres definitely construction for another lap. Brucey up into second then, with Emo right behind him. Wayne is fourth. Phil up into fifth place now, because Chand, Trickle and MacGyver have pitted all from the medium tyres. Let's see who comes out first between these three. It's Trickle, he comes out. He's on the soft tyres. Where is it? It says he's on the mediums again. Oh no. Not sure whether that's a bug or not, but you've got to use two different compounds. That's interesting. So that might have to go to the stewards. That unfortunately. So we got Scott in sixth place on the soft tyres, Trickle on the medium tyres again, the Mark Schumacher in eighth on the hards, MacGyver on the soft tyres in ninth, Chand on the mediums again. But he's already done his soft tyre run, so he's should be good to go to the end. And Surfer at the back of the field, unfortunately, still on the soft tyres. Miguel into the pits then from the lead, and he is going to go on the soft tyres. But back up to the front now. We've got a battle brewing for first place. Here's Brucey leading from Emo. Emo's right there behind him. On lap 22 already, so should be the last 10 laps after this lap. We'll see how it pans out, but Emo's right behind him now. He's going to try and stress Brucey out into a mistake, but does Brucey crack under pressure? Let's have a see if he does. Coming now through the right-hander, sorry, into the tunnel now through the little kinks before the little kink up left. Now over the bridge. Now for the left-hander. Watch the exit on the wall, you don't know about that. Spectators looking as they go around the corner. Now for the open tunnel. Then for a little breather. Let's ride on board with Emo. Can he get into any position to get an overtake on this hairpin? He gains ground on him on the braking. Can he get the exit? Gets a bit of ground on him on the exit, then gets the momentum. Can he get him down the straight? He's in his slipstream. Is he going to mount any charge? No, just sits behind him. Must be fuel saving. Sitting behind him, getting his slipstream. He's going to follow him down into turn one. Gets a little bit wider there. We've got to try and get on that little concrete portion there. Try and get the turn in. Follows him through the next couple of corners, through the S's. Now down into the right-hander. Through the little tunnel here. Down into the next right-hander. Brucey a little bit on the grass there, loses a bit of momentum. Now for the left kink, we've got to be careful on here, a little bit of braking. Now down into the left turn. Those medium tyres do look very worn as well, so Emo might have to come in the pits again. Bruce's tyres look pretty brand new, to be honest, so if Emo does mount a charge, it's going to be all about his speed rather than over the Sylvia. Down to the hairpin then. Brucey doesn't get to the apex this time, but gets a great launch off the exit. Gets the momentum. It's going a little bit dark as well now, as the mist rolls over the hills. Jesus, this. Oh my God. There we go. Camera's been a bit tricky today. Does he mount a charge again? No, he doesn't. There's Phil coming in the pits again from his medium tyres. So Wayne is up into third now. We'll come back to that battle. So Phil in the pits from his medium tyres. Scott on the soft tyres. So he's doing well. He's up into 4th place. Pretty good job from him. Miguel in 5th. He's doing a grand old job. Trickle in 6th. MacGyver in 7th. He's doing a pretty sweet job. Then we got Schumacher on the hard tyres in 8th place. Ice Chan in 9th now. Now he's got past Phil. Phil's just come out the pits, so they're beating him out the pits. He's on the medium tyres and Phil's on the soft, so let's see if he can make any ground. He should be able to catch a back up to these guys and get a couple of overtakes by the end of the race. Surfer down in 11th still. So back up to the top, then we've got Brucey, but here comes Seymour. Can he get any charge, any overtake done on Brucey then before he has to pit? Oh, looks like he gets the better momentum, better exit out of the hairpin. Can he get a overtake done now onto the main straight? He's close enough to get his slipstream. Is he going to go for the inside? Is he going to go for the outside? Out. Brucey moves to the outside to block. Tino now, yep, he's on the inside. He's going to try and get the get first away from Brucey. He gets the move done. Great driving from the two guys up at the top then. So now Emo, if he has to pit again, which is likely going to, is going to try and slow the pace down now of the race. He's going to try and hold Brucey up. Bruce is right on his back bumper. He wants that first position back. He's not letting this slide. He's pretty much pushing Tino around the couple of corners there. As you can see, Favour Seymour's tyre on wear on his tyres to Bruce's tyres. So Bruce has definitely got the wear advantage at this race. So can he get any amount of momentum coming through the tunnel? Can he get that first place position back? He's side by side. He's gonna go for it. So he's side by side through the tunnel. Can Brucey get the move done around the outside at the hairpin? Gives them space. He doesn't get the move done, but he's come back on the exit, gets the drive off the exit. We're going side by side for the last couple of corners. Down the hill through the left kink. Great racing from the two guys. Favour Seymour doesn't shut the door, gives him enough room on the outside. So they're side by side nearly. Nope, he gets the pass done. Manages to keep first. But Bruce is coming back at him almost immediately, right behind his back bumper again. Come up the hill through the S's. Superb racing from these two guys. Let's go on board with Brucey. Let's go on the hood, on the roof. Gets his nose turned in, gets a bit on the grass there, gets extra turn in. Still close enough to him. Managed to get some ground on him, just let off the accelerator there, down into the braking zone for the left turn. Gets on the exit, it looks like he's got more momentum. So he gets the drive off the corner, off the exit, up the hill, through the tunnel. They're side by side again. Oh, we're going to have side by side through the hairpin again. Coming out the tunnel now, down into the braking zone. Bruce has got the upper hand. He's got his nose in front of him. Side by side through the hairpin. Bruce, he gets the exit. It looks like he's got first position of him. He does. He gets the move done. Now, is Tino going to pit this lap, or is he going to go another one? Yeah, he's going to go another lap. Okay, so Bruce, he gets the lead back off him then. But Tino's definitely got to be careful. I think he might just follow him now. But great racing between the two leaders then. But looking at the times, if Emo does pit, it's probably going to drop him to about 4th or 5th place maybe. So we'll have to see how it does, but he's definitely going to pit this lap. He's almost out of tyre wear on the right front. through. They're still staying together. Still on him. Going through the left kink. Still staying with him. Is he gonna be able, is he gonna try anything and try and slow Brucey down even more through the next couple of corners? Coming down the straight now. Is in his slipstream. Is he just gonna follow? Coming now down to the hairpin out of the tunnel. Doesn't try any move or overtake into there. Doesn't have a lunge or anything, so great awareness and great racing from the two drivers. Little flash of the lights and Emo's into the pits, so he's definitely going to have to pit for the soft tyres. Let's see where he comes out. So Brucey back into the lead, then he's going to lead the way now. Surely without any mistakes, he definitely should be able to win this race now. With only less than 10 minutes to go, we're on clock 28. So I'm not sure whether Emo's got enough time to catch up to him. He's going to be about 20 seconds off the pace, off the lead, sorry. So weighing up into second then. Can he mount any type of charge? I don't think so. He's struggling for tyre wear as well. So I think he's got about 8 and 9 seconds to the lead. So Emo comes back out in third, just ahead of Scott then. So didn't lose too much ground. So we're going to have to see how far up the order he can go. Can he get some good laps down? Try and get any closer to Brucey in the last couple of laps. But Scott then, he's in fourth, had a good solid race after what happened on the first couple of laps. No idea what happened, but he's managed to come back, bounce back, and is now up into fourth. Following third for Seymour. He's on soft tyres, but he's got worn soft tyres, so not sure whether he can mount a charge onto him. Miguel's got a little bit of damage, but he's doing well in fifth place. Got a sizable gap in front and behind him, so he's not doing too bad on the soft tyres. Cold trickle on the sixth on those medium tyres as well. He should be good to the end of the race. Likewise with Mike Guyver, halfway on the way from the soft tyres. Sizable gap in front and behind him. Seventh, 8th place, Phil. He's doing a grand old job. Managed to get 2 places back then from the pits, and very unfortunate for that spin. I think if you'd not had that spin early on, he probably would have been up the front with the top guys. But he's probably going to take those soft tyres home now. Mark Sugarmaker on the hard tyres, pretty damn good. Well job from him on the hard tyres. Says on the slowest tyre. Chand in 10th. Racing medium still just a little bit behind the 2 guys up in front of him. And Surfer, he's coming around the hairpin now. Not sure whether he's going to have to come in the pits again, but not seen too much of him this race, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll bounce back in the next race. But back up to the top then, we've got Brucey still leading the way. Phil still has the fastest lap, but with the fuel being low, I think Emo should be able to get the fastest lap in the next couple of laps. Yeah, he's got the pace to do it. He got pole. He didn't get pole. Phil got pole, but it was quite close. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can get the fastest lap. So back up to the lead then. We've got Brucey leading the way. Then we've got Wayne in second. He's doing a grand old job, but I'm not quite sure whether he's going to have to pit. I think he might have to pit on this or the next lap for soft tyres, unfortunately. Not sure whether they'll last another couple of laps. Just over 3 minutes to go. Fev Seymour still in third, managed to pull away now from Scott just a little bit. Scott doing relatively good on those soft tyres, considering Not as much engine power as the top guys in the Super and the Sylvia. Miguel looks like he's going to be catching Scott though in fourth. He's got the power to do so. Is he going to be able to? Is he going to be able to get any ground made up on him? Still judging it away a little bit. Trickle in 6th place on those mean tyres still. Come out now through the tunnel. Is he going to be able to do anything? Not sure if he is. MacGyver in the 7th. Still no soft tyres. Where is getting? There's Wayne going into the pits then. So Fair Seymour is going to go up into 3rd. So he gives up 2nd place. 2 minutes from the end as well. That's very unfortunate for him, but that's how it goes sometimes. Phil in 8th place now. Not sure whether he's going to be able to catch up to MacGyver in front. Let's see where Wayne comes out in 5th place then. Pretty big gap up. Well, pretty good gap behind him to 6th place, so he should be able to retain 5th place then. So back up to 1st, we've got Bruce is still in the way. It's pretty lonely for him now. Just got to tick those laps off. It looks like he's got enough fuel to the end. Definitely enough tyres to the end. So should be coming onto his last lap soon. Emo, he's coming now through the tunnel. He's up into 2nd place. Superb race from him. Unfortunately, he had to do a 2-stop race, but I think he managed the tyre wear and fuel as good as he could have. He's coming through the hairpin now, and he has got the fastest lap as well, 1:33.0. Scott in 3rd place. He should be able to go for another lap. He's doing well on his tyres. Fuel is starting to blink, but he should be able to get to the end. Miguel now coming now down the hill in 4th place. He's on the soft tyres. He's doing a great job as well on those tyres. Should have enough life left to the end and enough fuel. He goes through. We're getting close to the end of the race now. Is Wayne going to make it onto another lap? Yep, definitely he goes on to the final lap as well. So, Cole Trickle, he's going to finish the race in 6th place. We're going to follow by MacGyver in 7th. Phil's going to crumb across the line in 8th place. Schumacher's going to crumb across the line now, finishing 9th. Chan coming down the straight, he's going to finish in 10th. Flash of the lights, great racing from him. Surfer is still up in front for Brucey, but Brucey's coming down the main straight now. He's got a really big gap to 2nd place. Doesn't have to worry about anything. Superb race from Brucey from the first race of the season. Gets the early win. Gets around the last corner. Great exit. No mistakes from him today. Very consistent. Started in 4th place. Got into 1st for the pit stops. Oh, Surfer finished in 11th. And Brucey's going to come across the line. He's going to finish in 1st place. Very well job to him. Good job to him. 2nd is going to be Fair Seymour. He's had a really good race. Good racing battles from a few drivers, especially Brucey. Side by side for the hairpin. That was great racing. He finished in 2nd. Scott managed to get 3rd place after that early issue that he had. Great race from him. Miguel's going to finish in 4th. And Wayne's going to come across the line and he's going to finish in 5th. So great racing from everyone in the first race. Really enjoyed that race. And I shall catch you guys next Thursday for the 2nd race, which will be a Group 3 race from Monza. So until then, folks, I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.